5. Technophiles, technophobes, and renegades. Technology and the uses of power. Science fiction's emergence as a new genre or mode of fictional narrative was prompted by the revolutions in science, technology, and industrial production that took place in Europe during the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries. These encouraged speculation about astonishing inventions and about future societies. Science fiction's main thematic concern is with the uses and consequences of advancing technoscience, but it does not follow that SF is always optimistic about science and technology. On the contrary, it often portrays lamentable uses of technoscientific power. In the 2006 movie X-Men: The Last Stand, director Brett Ratner, Professor Charles Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, makes a pertinent comment about the uses of power. When an individual acquires great power, the use or misuse of that power is everything. Will it be used for the greater good, or will it be used for personal or destructive ends? Now, this is a question we must all ask ourselves. Why? Because we are mutants. In the X-Men mythos, mutants are people born with superhuman abilities. More accurately, they are people with the genetic potential for superhuman abilities. The abilities usually manifest in childhood or adolescence. Professor Xavier himself can project his thoughts, read the minds of others, and even control others' minds and thus bend their will to his. This is an inherent personal power, but within the ocean of narrative that constitutes the science fiction genre, great power takes many different forms. Again and again, SF writers warn against misuses of power that comes from science and technology. The work of E. Doc Smith, stretching back to the Gernsback era of science fiction, exerted an incalculable and continuing influence. Smith's writing is melodramatic, almost to the point of hysteria, but it contains much of interest. Smith created a stunning range of monsters, alien environments, and imaginary devices, and his villains were usually more interesting than his near-faultless heroes. Mark Duquesne, the calm, cultured, supremely competent, and strangely honorable villain of the Skylark books, provided a template for many of the charismatic supervillains that followed.